Hey YouTube, this is Robert McCormick here. I was just going to go ahead and show you guys the final look for the condo that we purchased and renovated a few months ago, and we put it on the market. We've got other tenants who are potential tenants interested. I've already shown the unit to one interest, and they like it what they see. So while I'm at it, let's just go ahead and get going. So here to start off, this is the living room. As you can see, we've, as before, the walls were painted white. I will admit that we used Bistro white, good color, and as long as you probably know, white is one of the better colors to put in the interior of a home. Here's the ceilings as well, ceiling white as well. But in continuing, we have our ceiling here, we have the lights, we were able to get all that to work. It's interesting enough, it's kind of got its own little setup, different from that these are switches over here. So sorry. And then moving on, this is the tile. This is the gray tile that was put in a few months ago. I admit we hired a handyman to do it just so that we can make sure it gets a good look, and he did it for most of the unit. It's gray. I mean, you can't, unless you were to look really closely, you really can't see any of the grout haze or etc. And the grout fillings on the side in between the tiles is all pretty even, if you ask me. And yeah, so moving on. Here's the other part. This is the blue tile. This is stuff that was already there when we first got this and started renovating. So we decided to leave it here as it is, and it still looks pretty good. It's just one of the chairs. It's here. We'll leave it potentially for now. See if anybody wants, for someone to use it. You never know. A chair is a chair, right? The rest of the white walls that are painted. So there you go. I'll show you now. We'll go to the kitchen. Here we go. This is still the same refrigerator as before. I don't know if I ever showed it in a previous video, but yes, it's still working good condition and everything. So we're good there. This is a brand new stove that we purchased a few months ago from Lowe's. We had it delivered here, and we put it in. It works as good as a brand new stove can work, you know. So yeah, there we go. Our tenants will enjoy it, hopefully. And then here's our dishwasher. We had a couple of problems before, but we had some help, and we should be good to go. We're pretty much good to go there. This is the kitchen sinking cabinet. A couple things cleaning. You know, I think it's best that we may want to leave for the tenant to use this stuff for themselves, because hey, one can never have too much cleaning gear. You know what I mean? We'll go in before we move on. I'll just show some the cabinets and such. I mean, we haven't messed with them, but you know, we should be. They're still in pretty good condition. So, you know, if somebody wants to wants us to make a change of a tenant or whatever, they can get back to us so we will do what we got to do. You know. Yes, if you can see, there's a mic. That's the back of the microwave. There's just one little thing we want to put in there to make sure it works. Although we're not sure 100% sure what we're going to do with it. So, we will deal with it later in the future. And then here's the rest of the kitchen sink. Just a few some of the drawers. It's going to have random gear and just items that one may want for the condo unit, you know? Okay, moving on. Here's the hallway. I left the doors open because I was just going to show the closet, but anyways. Before we did this, but it had an older light bulb. It didn't give as much light as before, but this one will be a lot bit better. It's, you know, all like higher watts and all that good stuff. So I would imagine a tenant would like that. Continuing, this is the closet. There's still a couple old devices and still some clean devices from when we were cleaning before, and the circuit box here for all the circuits. So just a good heads up. And yeah, so whatever the tenant wants to put in, we'll leave that up to them. I would of course clothes and other items of nature. But continuing, we'll move on. First up, we'll go here in the bathroom. Just a heads up, this is one of the new doors that we put in. We actually painted this white as well. Unfortunately, I cannot remember the specific color we used in the paint type, whatever, and all that. Because of the because just etc. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, yeah, that's good as new. It's the other doors were there before were torn. The coverings were torn off and such. And then moving on, sinks in good condition. Here's the bathroom. The ceiling I stripped some of it earlier this year, and we had it repainted. And this is the shower here. Of course, pole should someone want to put a shower cable in there. But anyways, yeah. And then here's our one toilet for only toilet here in the unit, but that's shouldn't be a problem. And then moving on, we shall proceed. Here are the two bedrooms. Here's the first bedroom. As you can see before, this is the tile, more of the tile that was laid out by the handyman a few months ago. So that was always helpful. And then continuing, here's an extra closet, and you can see those little plugins for should the tenant or someone want to put in a washer and dryer to hook up for their own room. There is a laundry unit already within the building, but we feel it's best to let the tenant decide if they want what they want to do with it, So anyway, continuing, moving on. Here's the last bedroom. This one here, it might be kind of hard to tell. I don't know, but this flooring in here in this room and in the closet here was done by mostly myself and my family. So you might notice it might look quite as good. Probably hard to tell, but because new rookie experience. So but continuing, you could see if you look closer, there used to be a lot more grout haze on here, and it's, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, it's a real pain in the ass. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're moving on. This is the closet. This will be really come in handy for them. A lot of storage and such, and of course these shelves and a nice little mirror. So, should someone want to pack whatever they need, for if they have a family, if they're by themselves, etc. So, just to let the tenant decide what to do. Anyways, yeah, here's a little bit more of the closet. Now we proceed. Not sure, but maybe last but not least, here is the deck. As you can see here, this is the deck. It's pretty small, but it connects to both. It's the back way to both rooms. These doors. For the doors, I just will add that were painted red. I actually added another layer of red paint to these doors, along with the front door as well, because that's the manager here had red paint. She has that for all the people residents. So yeah, but continuing, here's a little more porch to show people needs to travel one way or another, or whatever other uses that one may have for this back area. But yeah, very cool. Continuing, I just like to go ahead and share. Before I go back to this room, I will admit these are new doorknobs that we put in. There's good. Well, it doesn't hurt to be able to lock it from both in and out. This stuff here, you can't really. Might be kind of hard to tell if you're not familiar with it, but you might. But I will admit some of the grout floor, laying up the grout here and such. It's not as good as it was done with the professional. It doesn't seem as smooth, unfortunately. But more if I do this more often, of course, I will get better with experience and all that. So, and while I'm at it, let me just find one more place, another closet. Shelves here as before, but the professional put in the tiles here in this spot too, which was which is greatly appreciated. And yeah, how's that? Continue. Moving on. Yeah, I mean, I will admit that We probably could have finished this sooner for various reasons, but it didn't work out, and we weren't able to, what's the word, get a few things right, but better to have it done as well as possible than, I guess, rush a little too much, have it just be kind of like discouraging for a tenant. Whether or not they care, that's on them. So, but I will say this. Last but not least, I will show you guys the very front. So, yep, there's a new welcome carpet that we got. So helps the tenants feel welcome. This is the very front, right over here, and yep. So there you go, guys. That was a basic tour for the unit, and hopefully we get some tenants soon. And hopefully I will be sure to post and upload more videos in here for you guys to watch and enjoy. I understand. I know I probably made some mistakes. I could have done a lot of things better, but we'll get there. But if you guys have any tips or suggestions, get them, share them. Let me know. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys again. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.